Layla girl, we need to talk.
About what?
Uh, do you know how to hide when you're trying to hide from somebody?
What kind of question is that? Of course I know how to hide. What do you mean?
Show me how you hide.
What? Girl, I know how to hide. Who don't know how to hide, baby? I'm the hide and seek champion of all time, okay? Now, look at this. This is a door, right? And so I'm looking to see what's happening in the room, right? So this is how... hold on, let me show you. Okay, this is so you can learn how to do it. Okay, so this is the door, and this is me. Hide.
Okay, so but the door is over there, and you right here. Why? How you hiding? I still see you.
I gotta see what's happening. I gotta see what's going on. This how you see what's going on, so you won't miss nothing.
Layla girl, you need to learn how to hide. When you hide, nobody is supposed to see you. That's called hiding.
Okay, hold on. Okay. What? Oh no! What? Gas!
Layla, be quiet. How you hiding and you talking?
I gotta be quiet.
That's called hiding.
Oh my God!
Did you ever play hide and seek? Did you talk when you played hide and seek?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh no! They see me!
Layla, run! Run, girl!
Hey y'all, welcome to Margins to Movies. I'm Nita Key.
And I'm Della B.
And y'all, before we get started, first of all, thank you so much for showing so much love to our The Polygamist video. We did a book versus Netflix series review of The Polygamist, and you guys showed that so much love, so we appreciate y'all so much. And also for the podcast, it's doing well on the podcast too, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's doing very well.
Yes, Is God Is. If you listen to us on podcast, thank y'all for showing that love as well. So we really appreciate y'all. And this content, you find yourself enjoying it, don't be shy. Like and subscribe. Della, what are we going to talk about today, girl?
Okay, so today we're going to talk about a Peacock movie that is entitled Strong. Now, this is directed by Malcolm D. Lee. He's the one that did all of the Best Man movies. And it was produced by Tyler Perry and Blumhouse. And it was written by a gentleman named Alan D. Lee. What was his name?
Alan B. McElroy.
Yeah, that's who wrote it. So this movie right here is starring Chloe Bailey. She is Layla Calloway. She's the main character. We also have Lynn Whitfield, who plays Audra Jelani. She's the mother-in-law. She's another one of the main characters. We have Coco Jones, who plays Layla's best friend. So we got some good actors and actresses in this one.
You think so?
Well, we'll see after we finish talking about it. But Chloe Bailey, that's Halle Bailey's sister, right?
Yeah, that is Halle Bailey's sister. And my thing is Coco Jones, who plays Jasmine. I think she's a pretty good actress. And also she was in that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air remake. Did that come on Peacock too? I'm not sure. But I think she's a good actress. I think that Lynn Whitfield, I mean, the material she had wasn't really great to work with, but she's a pretty good actress. But I didn't love Chloe Bailey's acting in this.
I agree with you on that.
Really hard time suspending disbelief. You know what I'm saying?
Because I agree with you on that.
We know it's an actor, but I feel like when you're really good at your craft, I can believe that you're the character.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
At no point in time did I feel like I'm not looking at Chloe Bailey.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you 1,000 times over for this one especially.
Basically. So her name was Layla, but honey, if I'm telling you a recap of this and I say Chloe, honey, what you want me to do? It was Chloe Bailey.
Just keep going.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about what happened in this movie, okay? All right, so in this movie, Layla Calloway is a very talented violinist. She has tried out to be a part of her Philharmonic for, it seems like years now. She says she always makes it to round 2, but she does not get any further than that. And we see that she is haunted by the death of her little sister, but in the beginning of the movie, we're not sure how and why her sister died. Also, she's living with Jasmine, who's played by Coco Jones, and Jasmine also has a son. And it seems like Jasmine is always encouraging her to get out and, break outside of her bubble, but she seems like she's kind of introverted, doesn't do much but play her violin. Yeah. One day she is at the cafe and she looks over and she sees a beautiful man, honey, fine man, and they start playing music for each other, and he comes over to have a conversation with her. Let me tell y'all, I didn't like this. When he went over to have that conversation with her, it's like the music came in and we could not not hear that dialogue.
Exactly.
That is so
Exactly.
lazy. I'm
Exactly.
sorry. That is lazy.
I agree. I agree.
What was the dialogue? Because she ends up in bed with this man. I need to know what was said because she seems like a pretty reserved person, right? So what would make her feel so compelled by their conversation that she would go and sleep with him the first night?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you on that. And the music was being played through a jukebox. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but even like the music that the score came in and we could not dialogue when he sat with.
We just saw them sitting there at the table talking.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it was lazy. All right, so they go and they spend the night together, and he leaves her a note saying it was amazing. And the next thing we see, she is at the school. She is helping the children. It looks like with a music lesson, and she comes out of the music room and she runs into Audra, who is played by Lynn Whitfield, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Audra, help me with this. Audra said she was waiting for somebody who stood her up. So she heard Layla with the kids. And so now she wants to invite her to come into her home to be a live-in tutor? Music tutor? I've never heard of a live-in music tutor.
Right, exactly. Not just come and tutor my child, but live in my house. You don't know nothing about this person.
You don't know anything about her. And I'm like, what career is this? I have never heard of someone being a live-in tutor. Like, what they do this?
Well, we come to find out later she wasn't just a live-in tutor, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, that's true. And it's all, we figure out why later. But anyway, so she offers her this job where she can come and live with her and her family. A stranger, come live with me and my family, and we're going to pay you $2,500 a week for your services or whatever. So her friend Jasmine's like, you going to do this? And she was like, yeah, it's $2,500 a week. I'm living with you. It's a good opportunity for me. She goes and she sees their beautiful home. And did this not remind you of The Housemaid when she first went into the house? She was looking at the chandelier and the stairs.
Yes, it did.
This movie is The Housemaid.
Mm-hmm.
They saw The Housemaid, they read the book, and they said, let's make a black Peacock version of The Housemaid.
Yeah. You're right. Very, very close to The Housemaid. You're right.
And then they showed the little girl. So in The Housemaid, the book, the little girl was also weird. And this little girl, she's wearing a tribal mask. I know when I first saw her, I was like, ooh. Girl, you don't take that mask off. I found myself the whole movie like, girl, take that mask off.
That would have been my first clue. I'm out of here. And then even the grandmother couldn't make her take off the mask. To take off that mask. She said, no, she didn't even take it off. If your grandmother can't even make you take that mask off, I'm gone. That's my first clue. Get the heck up on out of here. These some weird people.
Well, the first clue is you want me to come live with you when I'm a stranger, and you want me to be
right.
This job you just created out of thin air. But my thing was, I'm like, Layla, you look at her and you connect with her and see your little sister. When you look at that girl right there with that mask on, okay. All right, girl, do you? So anyway, the girl also tells her, if you die in your dreams, you die in real life. Okay. All right, sweetie. All right, holla.
I'm gone.
Yeah, so she moves into a soundproof guest room. She can only wear organic clothes, and she has to perform other household chores. I mean, I guess if you need the money, let's not act like $2,500 a week is not a lot of money. I mean, that's
a lot of money.
You know what I'm saying? And it seems like an easy job, so I can see why she would be tempted. But, anybody ask me, you going to come live with me? No, I'm not going to live with you. Mm-mm. No, absolutely not. I work hard for my money. That's all right. I got this.
And then when she got there, remember they took her keys. That little butler dude said, let me have your car keys. I'm like, I would have been like, wait a minute, hold up. Why you need my car keys? Tell me where to park the car.
Exactly.
You ain't taking my keys.
Absolutely not. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Get out the red flag. Housemaid video. Girl, daddy's home. Girl, daddy come home, and of course, daddy. Did you not see this comment? I was like, oh, the dad is gonna be the guy she slept with. Boom, the guy she slept with, Marcus, is the daddy. Okay,
of course.
So he comes home, and she tries to hide behind the little girl mask at first, and then of course she can't hide, and so she drops the plate, and he comes running after her, and he's like, "What are you doing here? This some type of sneaky stuff you up to?" And she's like, "No, I'm not up to anything." Okay. Yeah.
I'd have been gone. It's time to leave.
Yeah, it's time
to leave.
So he basically tells her his wife is pregnant, she's fragile, and if you just leave, then she's gonna be suspicious. My thing is, I don't know your wife. So,
exactly.
Not doing me.
Exactly.
You.
Exactly. That ain't my problem.
I didn't know you was married.
Right.
Yeah, but they go to a scene and we see the wife. Oh my God, it's so the housemaid when the wife was throwing the plates of dishes and stuff around. So in this scene, Imani, the wife, is throwing clothes around. She's upset. And then she starts having a conversation, a very inappropriate conversation with Layla about sexual relations and talking about what you think of my husband and have you been choked? And I once again,
I don't understand. $2,500 becomes less and less to me after all these
yeah.
red flags.
And then she put her hand around her neck.
I think she did.
Oh,
Yeah. No.
hell no.
No.
Hell no. You not touching
Absolutely
me.
not.
Absolutely not. All right, but she is starting to make headway with Zuri. Zuri finally takes off her mask and she plays the original score for her. And they start kind of bonding. And she sees that Zuri is really a sad little girl. So, I started feeling for the little girl. Like, when she take her mask off and you look like a little girl, then I can start bonding with you and you stop saying weird foreshadowy type things. Then we can bond. You know what I'm saying? So Layla takes her concerns to Audra about Zuri. And Audra's like, girl, ain't nobody paying you to have no opinion. But she invites her to dinner and she says, I'm going to give you a dress, the whole dress thing, if you've seen The Housemaid. Also, go check out our review of The Housemaid. We had so much fun with that review. That review is one of my favorites. So if you haven't seen that review of The Housemaid that we did, make sure you check that out. So she goes and puts on her red dress and she comes to the dinner table. At this point, I felt like the mom was in on something and I felt like Imani was in on it. But then I was like, okay, is Marcus in on it too? But clearly this was some type of setup.
Right. Because it was the mom who actually left that red dress on the bed for Layla. Because Layla was supposed to take all that stuff to the Goodwill or something. So I agree with you. Something was going on. I'm like, why would the mom put that dress on, that sexy looking red dress, and want her to wear that to dinner?
Yes, I thought that Imani and her mom was trying to get her to seduce Marcus because they had some type of plan or scheme or something. Maybe she was going to divorce him and take the money or something. I didn't know, but I thought Imani and the mom was in on the scheme at this point. Anyway, so Layla and Zuri are outside. Zuri has allergies, so she gets stung by a bee and she has an allergic reaction. Did I say Zuri? Okay, so Zuri gets stung by a bee. She has an allergic reaction, and Layla is like freaking out because it reminds her of her sister. And so she gets the EpiPen and she saves her. Imani is like freaking out on her and mad at her, but Marcus is really consoling her. And later she has a conversation with Marcus and she tells him that her sister died because she had an asthma attack. And she says her sister died in her arms.
Yeah.
And girl, then later that night, here he comes. She's taking a shower, honey. She get out the shower. Here he is in the room. What kills me is she opened her robe and then she said, what about Imani? Don't ask about Imani after you open your robe.
Open your robe, right.
Really? Exactly. You don't care about Imani?
I have a whole lot to say about Layla.
Yeah. Yeah, say it. Say it.
Disrespectful. You sleeping with this woman's husband at their house.
Yeah.
That's just disrespectful. I mean, okay, so you're tutoring the dog. Why are you sleeping with this married man? That's not right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's crazy. And they both wrong. It's like, why are you in here trying to get with your daughter's tutor? You know what I'm saying? And this is the house that you share with your wife. You nasty dog.
Exactly. And see, and that's what that would make me not trust you at all.
You know what
I'm
saying?
Not even a little bit.
They were so wrong for that. I was just like, this is not okay. Girl, you should keep your robe on, tell him to get out, and he should not even be in there. It was
That's right.
It was weird. But then also it was like, are they being set up though to have this, romantic relationship? So I didn't know. But anyway, they start getting it in all over the house, honey. They taking showers and everything. I'm like, the people in the house.
Yeah. But she was still in her guest house. She wasn't in the big house. She was in her guest house.
She was in the guest house when they were in the shower together?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Marcus tells Layla that she can perform at their baby shower. Somebody from the Philharmonic is going to be there. And so she's like, this is her big opportunity. So she gets ready to have her performance. And she starts, baby, on that violin. And it sounded horrible, honey. It sounded a hot mess. Now, I'm not a violinist. But even I know this sounds bad. Okay. So then she realized that her violin has been tampered with, it's been damaged, and she looks in it and she sees a note. So Marcus' little silly self left her a note telling her that he feels alive with her or something like that. And then someone wrote, "I know" on the note. So she's looking at Imani. Imani's smiling. She's like, "You destroyed my violin. This fool has the audacity to try to attack the pregnant Imani at her own baby shower in front of all those people. And you know you sleeping with her man."
Exactly. That's exactly right. And then, first of all, when you're a musician, I don't care who you are, where you at, you always test your equipment before you go perform live for anybody. Why didn't she do that? If you're such a professional violinist, you should have already tested that violin, played that violin, you practice, you do whatever. You don't just pull it out the box and just go play. Second, I agree with you. You had the audacity to go after this woman and you sleeping with her husband. Are you crazy?
Fight this pregnant woman at her baby. Because my thing is this, even if she did destroy your little violin, and what? And what? You got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of audacity. You in her home sleeping with her man. You know what I'm saying?
Because I was like, why you mad? Why you mad?
What you thought?
What you mad about?
You thought you fixing to have a come up and you sleep on my man, my roof?
Right.
Bye. Layla was, she was doing dumb stuff. But anyway, child, moving on. So Audra tells her she's disappointed and she's going to fire her good. After Zuri's rehearsal or performance in like a week, you can go, okay, girl, bye. Jasmine discovers that, okay, so there has been a woman who has been at Zuri's school when Layla's been going to pick her up, and it seems like she's trying to chase them down. The first time I saw her, I said, that's the girl's dad mom.
Me too.
I said, that's RGB. Her dad's name's RGB. He was a rapper who they said died of an overdose. I was like, oh, that's his mama. Moving on.
Me too.
No suspense. Anyway, so Jasmine comes and tells her, well, we already knew that that's RGB's mom. And so she ends up going to see Charmaine. Charmaine tells her that she thinks Imani killed her son for money. And she says that he left a clue in that house. And she says that Layla needs to find the clue. Jasmine, like, she crazy, don't listen to her. But Layla has seen enough to know that something's not right. And she feels connected to Zuri, like she needs to protect her. So she goes back in the house, honey. They got a little snake tank, red flag number zillion.
In the closet.
Yeah, they have a snake tank in the closet. So she goes in the snake tank because she was listening to one of his songs and she was listening to the lyrics in the car. And so she goes into the tank and she finds a clue. It's a little small cassette tape. And after she finds the cassette tape, before we can get to go and listen to it, because I was like, okay, what's on the cassette tape? Girl, she wanders upon the room. And who is it but Marcus and Audra plotting and scheming? It sounds like they're gonna kill Imani and take her baby for some strange reason. And also they started having sex and he was choking her out. And that name Layla Calloway cannot hide to save her life. I was waiting for them to see her standing hiding in the open.
Right, she was just standing right there. I was like, how can they not see her? You could have seen her in your peripheral.
Yeah, she was right there. Why do y'all excited? Because she was watching.
Might as well.
You know what? Girl, I was like, that Marcus man sleeping with everybody in this movie except his wife. And I was like, child, I said, when your married lover is sleeping with his mother-in-law, honey, who can you trust? It was crazy. But I did like the plot twist. That I did not see coming.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming either. That did surprise me as well. I was suspicious of Marcus and I was suspicious of the mother-in-law, but I didn't think that those two were going to come together. I didn't think they were together.
Yeah, that was wild. That was crazy. That was a pretty good plot twist. Okay, so Layla, finally now she's trying to escape. We've been telling her to escape since the beginning, but moving on. So now she's trying to escape, but Marcus comes in and he's looking at her, looking all evil and stuff. And she's like, oh, baby, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to play it off. And he's like, you go in there and help Audra cook. So she go in there to help Audra cook, honey. Then she come out to eat. And then that's when they are asking her, you talk to Charmaine? What's Zuri tell you? And then the butler found the cassette tape that she hid in her violin.
Where you think the first place they gonna look?
The violin case.
The violin case.
Yeah.
Did she call that hiding it?
Yeah, she hid it.
She don't know how to hide herself or no objects.
Or objects. She can't hide to save her life, honey. Baby, I am done, girl. Okay, so anyway, the gig is up. Okay, so then Imani passes out, so she realizes that they're gonna hurt Imani and they're gonna kill Zuri, and so the butler takes her out in the car, but she is able to fight and get away from him before he kills her and leaves her for dead, because they're trying to set it up to make it look like she's the one who's responsible for those murders, and then she ends up getting in a car accident. She goes back to the house to try to save Zuri. Thankfully, Zuri did not eat the poisonous food that Audra brought her because she said she had an inkling or a feeling that something wasn't right. Layla told her to go and hide. Layla goes, and then she hears Marcus listening to the cassette tape, and RGB is saying that Marcus is trying to kill him or something like that. Why he didn't tell nobody else? You
I don't know
put
why
that
he didn't tell me.
tape and put it in the thing with the snake?
Right.
You couldn't just be like, this man trying to kill me? I mean,
Right.
I don't know. Whatever. But anyway, moving on. So anyway, she's listening. Girl, she out and open again. At this point, I was like, die. Die. I do not care. Just die. I'm over you. So of course he finds her, he comes, and they start fighting, and he pulls back her fingers, her violin fingers, I guess, to what she used to play. And so she gets away from him. Girl, here come Audra with that frying pan. She I don't know if that was supposed to be funny, but
But it was.
was
She need to learn how to hide.
these are consequences.
Oh my goodness.
Girl, I was tickled, honey. I said, oh, forgive me. But anyway, so she runs to the frying pan, and then Audra steps on her hand, and then they're fighting or whatever. And she sends Marcus to go get the little girl. So he goes to get the little girl. He comes back, and then it seems like he starts having second thoughts. And she was like, I'm not doing this with you. She kills him. And then later, Imani is coming down the stairs too. So it seems like when Audra went into her Marvel supervillain spiel, follow me. It seems like the reason she's killing her own granddaughter is because the granddaughter is the child of the rapper who is not worthy of being in her family. So she was upset with her daughter for getting with that rapper. And so she's going to start over with her new legacy, which is the new baby that's coming. So she was going to kill her daughter to raise her baby. And
Nita,
yeah,
I have no clue what the plot was. Because I thought it was about the money, but then the money was in Zuri's name, then it was tied up in a trust, and they couldn't do nothing with it. And they talked about that. They said, well, what is she telling you? What, I'm like, okay, so it's about the money, but y'all can't get the money. So why are you worried about what Zuri is saying?
Zuri, are they going to get the money?
I have no clue.
But they said they chose Layla because of her past, what happened with her sister. So because of what happened with her sister, you knew that she would try to save this girl that y'all was trying to kill?
I have no clue what the plot was.
Does that make sense?
It didn't make any sense. I was like, okay, are y'all trying to kill the little girl? Are you trying to kill the little girl, or I don't know. So you hire, like, I agree with you. You hire her to tutor the little girl. And so then you're trying to ask her, well, what does Zuri tell you about her dad? So maybe they were trying to find the tape.
Maybe they thought Zuri knew where the tape was.
But I don't even know if they knew it was a tape. They were just trying to find out what Zuri knew. So what if Zuri would have said, yeah, my daddy told me that Marcus was going to kill him, which he wouldn't have. I mean, why? What you think the little girl know? You think the daddy was going to tell her? What did Zuri tell you? Why? You going to kill the little girl?
No, you gonna kill her anyway. So and
then, like you said, she took the mother-in-law talking about, we gonna start a new family with that
woman, baby.
I didn't know.
That's your daughter. So you gonna kill your anyway, child. This what they said. They said we're gonna make the housemaid, and we like Lynn Whitfield. We're gonna put her in a movie. We're gonna make the housemaid, and we're gonna throw Lynn Whitfield in there, and then we're gonna make a movie. That's it. That's what they did. But anyway, moving along, honey. As Imani is descending the stairs, Layla sees her opportunity while while Audra is distracted because her future, legacy is coming down in the belly of Imani. I don't know, child. But anyway, she tells Zuri to run off, and she tackles Audra, and then they start struggling for a gun. Audra shoots the chandelier. The chandelier falls on top of her, and she dies. And then at the very end, they are at Zuri's concert, and we see that Layla's there, Jasmine's there, Imani, the mom, is there with the baby, and also RGB's mom, Charmaine, is there. And that is how the movie ends. Layla thinks that she sees Audra in the crowd, but it wasn't her. Yeah. So that was it.
Yeah, she's starting to have those visions again. But I don't know why I didn't turn it off. It showed that Audra actually was still alive. They were showing her being wheeled off on the gurney into the hospital, but she was still alive.
So she is still alive.
She's still alive. Why?
If they come up with a part, I'm not watching.
Oh, absolutely not. They better not never.
Let's talk about the movie in general. I felt that, I would not call it a Tyler Perry movie because usually Tyler Perry movies are written, directed, and produced by Tyler Perry. This one, he produced it, which can mean a lot of different things. It might mean that he used his name to get Lynn Whitfield and some of the actors in. It might mean that he helped to secure funding. So he might not have had anything to do with the creative process in terms of writing or anything like that. I like Malcolm D. Lee, so I was, I felt a little better about it when I saw that he was directing it. So I feel like it was not horrible, but it wasn't good either.
Right.
Okay, I felt like it was a weak storyline. Okay, a lot of plot holes. Like I said, with the acting, I felt that Chloe Bailey, I never really suspended disbelief. It was just Chloe Bailey bucking her eyes and, looking naive or whatever. And also, I didn't, why was Imani acting weird? Why was she weird?
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. Because remember that scene where right after the daughter Zuri got stung by the bee, where Imani was interacting with her daughter and she was like, "Can I have a hug?" And did the girl, did she say she could have a hug?
She said she can have a hug, but she didn't let her take the mask. She wouldn't take the mask off.
Oh, yeah. She said, "Can I have a hug?" And she said, "I'm going to do better," or whatever. I'm like, well, what's going on with you and your daughter? Because at the end, it seems like she's a loving mother towards her daughter.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. Yeah.
I'm like, why was she acting so weird?
Yeah, I don't know. And even at the very, very beginning, when Layla first met her, she was so rude. I'm like, what?
Now, this is the woman that get ready to be tutoring your daughter.
Yeah.
Why are you rude to this woman? What is the problem?
She didn't know anything about it. So it seems like her mom and husband cooked up this scheme or whatever. So maybe she was kind of like, why is she
But then you asked. You said, wait a minute. What are y'all talking about? I don't know anything about this. That's your daughter.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's like she coming in to be a live-in tutor. I'm like, okay. So
and this her house. This Layla's house. I mean, Imani's house.
It's Imani's house?
Yeah, because that was RGB's house.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I don't know what was going on. I mean, I don't have much to say. Do you have anything to say about this movie?
I mean, nothing good. It was so many things that I said, okay, the first thing I wrote down was, can we get a better plot? That was the first thing I wrote. The stupid stuff, better actors and actresses. It had weak dialogue. It was just, it just didn't make any sense. I was sitting, now I'm going to tell y'all, Nita Key told me to go watch this movie. And let me tell you.
Our friend invited me to a movie night to watch this movie.
And I would tell you, I was sitting on the couch and I was over there cursing Nita out. What the heck you got me watching? What is this?
Don't you be cursing my name. You stop that.
And my son kept walking by. He was laughing. He was like, "Mama, what are you watching?" He knew Chloe Bailey. He knew RGB. He knew all those people. But he was like, "Mama, what?" I was like, "Lord, y'all don't want to know what I was saying about Nita when I was sitting on that couch watching the movie."
Better not. You better stop it. Okay. So we got to review these movies so the people don't have to. You know what I'm saying? If you want to absolutely watch it, but if not, we watch it for you. That's what we do over here at Margins to Movies. But okay, are you ready to rate? Because I don't have
Absolutely.
Okay, all right, very good. So do you want to rate it first?
I give it a 2.
Okay. Explain.
and I said why. It didn't have a good plot. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I was like, well, why are they doing this? And why is she acting that way? And why? That's all the questions I kept saying. And it just stupid stuff. The actors weren't good. The dialogue wasn't good. Some of it just didn't make any sense. I never really understood why the girl wore the mask. And then I guess Layla did explain. She said she thought that she used it as a shield to protect herself. But I'm like, protect herself from what?
She needed to be protected because her grandmama trying to kill her.
But how would she know? That's what I'm saying. Anyway.
Well, maybe she thought something was suspicious about the way her dad died.
Maybe so. But it was just, and then I wrote about the mom, Amani being rude. I'm like, why is she rude? And then, girl, she gonna start treating her like a maid, telling her wash my feet. Girl, I ain't here to wash your feet. Are you crazy? I gave that movie a 2. A 2.
Okay, all right. Let me refresh my powder before I get mine. Okay, so
and let me add one more thing.
Wait. 2 is cheap snacks, right?
Yeah. And then let me add one more thing too. So when she first went back to the house and she found Zuri, right? She's gonna go save Zuri. Then she said, "Oh, Zuri, go hide. I'm gonna go save Imani." Why are you gonna go save Imani? First of all, the lady don't even treat you decently, and why you didn't take the Zuri and go get the police? You gonna save her? I was just like, this made no sense. So a 2 is cheap snacks, and that's what I'm rating this one.
Yeah, because well, when she got free, she could have, I don't know, maybe something happened to her cell phone. Maybe something happened to her cell phone. She couldn't call for help or something.
But she had a car. She had a car. Remember, she got the car from the butler who tried to kill her. Yeah. And she drove back to the house.
Y'all, you want me to make it make sense? I cannot make it make sense. What I'm going to give it a 3. Okay, I'm gonna give it a children's snack pack. And the reason why I'm gonna give it a children's snack pack is I did like the plot twist with the husband and Audra when they, the husband and Audra getting together. Also, I like Coco Jones. I mean, her album Why Not More, so good. Such a wonderful singer, such a pretty lady. I really like Coco Jones. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan.
She's very beautiful.
Yeah, she's very beautiful. And also, Malcolm D. Lee, The Best Man is just a franchise that I really, really love. So, I'm giving you the reasons why I'm giving you 3.
But Nita, you cannot be rating this movie based upon other movies he did. and a song Coco Jones sang.
No. Her album is good. The album is fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Her album fire. And then I said it was a plot twist. I said I like the plot twist with
one thing.
The husband and the mother-in-law. I didn't see that coming. Okay, fine. 2.5.
Okay.
I don't know who the actor was who played the husband, but I thought he was Tyler Perry fine. Okay?
Mm-hmm, he was.
He looked like one of them actors that Tyler Perry would like. I'm leaving that right there. I'm just gonna sit it there and leave it. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. It ain't much else to say. It's not much to say. Do you have anything else for the people?
I have nothing else to say. Moving on. Next.
All right, so that's all we have for you today. If you have something you want us to watch and review, put it in the comments. Let us know. What should we review next, right? Because we're always looking for content to talk to you all about. And, we love coming to you and giving you our reviews. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you also subscribe. If you are listening to us on the podcast, go ahead and follow us there too and give us a nice little 5-star rating. And we appreciate your support. And we appreciate your support in advance.
Okay. And before we get ready to close out today, remember, just because we don't like it, it doesn't mean you won't.
Exactly. Yes, very good. So just because we don't love something does not mean it's not lovable. Check it out and then let us know. If you have seen it, go ahead and tell us what you thought about it in the comments. Or if you do go and see it, come back and let us know if you agree or disagree with us. Between the margins and the movies. Bye.